Well, hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I play Cross Online. Today, we are going to start with the Markarth Prologue with Lady and Rose, my Stormsorg vampire, who is currently in Northern Elsewhere. Why am I in Northern Elsewhere? I suppose I have traveled to the outside of my home for easy access to wage rights. I do that often because isn't it? Because this home is very close to a way shrine and the entrance is located outside and not inside and in. Let's start where?
What makes you say that?
Getting all muddy.
They said they were
Thanks,
chasing butterflies,
I guess.
but I couldn't see any. They were
Today's daily
chasing
endeavors.
nothing.
Today's daily endeavors encourage you to craft 4 items with the Clothier skill, kill 5 or domestic animals, complete 2 stages in the Infinite Archive with a guildmate, use emotes 1 time, or earn 10,000 alliance points. This week's weekly endeavors encourage you to earn 8 event tickets, afflict 150 enemies with weapon poisons, or complete 9 tribute matches. I haven't played even 1 tribute match like ever, so that was totally not for me. One emote used. I got the Carnival Fan Dance emote from the Seals of Endeavor store for said Seals of Endeavor, and this is now my absolute favorite idol emote. Fun. Cute. Choice, even. Hey, Castle Skingrad is available. It is a huge house that costs a lot of money and well, I didn't much enjoy it when I previewed it. So, the Ravenwatch Inquiry starts our zone story for Markarth. Let's get it. For free. What again? Dude. 1 is cute. 2 is just like, what's your problem? Talk to Quentis, who can be found in Bangarai, close to the Evermore Witch Shrine. Let's go there. Is this the closest one? No, it wasn't. As usual, we are drinking coffee. Hello, Gwendis.
What? Saving Skyrim wasn't enough for you?
Another
Had to
vampire.
sign on for even more heroics? It's good to see you. I could use your help. You know better than anyone what we're dealing with. We need to figure out exactly what the Grey Host is up to.
Why is House Ravenwatch investigating the Grey Host?
The Ravenwatch is dedicated to curtailing the activities of unscrupulous vampires, and the Grey Host is as unscrupulous as they come. Someone is rebuilding the ancient army of vampires and werewolves from the First Era. We have to stop them.
How do you know all this?
Hey, I was doing stuff before you showed up. Look, there's a new Grey Host. One of their original leaders may be in charge, and they're experimenting with life energy.
No.
If that doesn't spell trouble, I don't know what does. Will you help me?
I will help you find out more about the Grey Host.
Everything I learned up to now points in the same direction. Bankerai Garrison. There's a
Garrison.
scholar named Norette Deal there who may be able to tell us more about the Grey Host and how they were defeated. Cart's over there when you're ready to go.
Cart is over there when you're ready to go. Where? Cart? Cart? Where do we cart? What's on? Where's it all the way there? Oh well. We shall travel here, actually, and then run. So, trouble is a-brewing in Bankerai. Or Markarth, why not both? So, the story opened the second part of the Greymore chapter, a year-long gothic adventure that introduced to us the new and improved vampire skill line.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. What happened here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you here for a tour? I'm afraid they've all been suspended until this mess with the Imperial Army is resolved. If I could offer a suggestion, turn around and head for the safety of Evermore's walls.
We came a long way to ask you about the Grey Host.
As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. My fellow scholars and I fled when Septima Tharn and her Daedra-worshipping zealots attacked. We barely got out before the first impacts from their ballistae shook the walls.
Septima Tharn's army attacked Bankerai Garrison? Where are they now?
Occupying the walls. And they didn't just attack the garrison, they conquered it. The knights keep saying the Lion Guard will come. That will push the invaders out in less time than it takes to brew a cup of tea. But that hasn't happened yet.
Regardless, I need to ask you some questions about the Grey Host.
I'm sorry. Concern for my colleagues and the Firewatch warrior who accompanied them has my thoughts in a jumble. Come to think of it, the Firewatch are experts on the Grey Host. Find my friends, and I'm sure the warrior will answer your questions.
Firewatch?
They're guardians sworn to watch over a Grey Host burial site located here in Bankerai. One of their warriors was here recruiting when the garrison came under attack. She went to protect my colleagues, but no one's returned. Can you go find them?
I will find your missing scholars and the Firewatch warrior.
Cogleen and Indus fled in the direction of Evermore with the Firewatch warrior, while Jannard headed toward Kerbel's Hollow. Please be careful. The wilderness can be treacherous between here and there.
We shall be careful. First, we must speak with Wendes.
This scholar's research doesn't go back to the First Era, and the other scholars fled? That puts a wrinkle in our plans, all right. This Firewatch warrior is a promising lead, though. Let's go find her and the other scholars.
Scholar DL says the missing scholars ran in 2 different directions.
I heard. Let's split up and go after them. All take Kerbel's Hollow. You head toward Evermore. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Before we continue, I really, really like her hair color. It's beautiful. Have you ever heard of the Firewatch?
Yeah, my brother Fenorian told me about one he encountered. They're the guardians of an ancient mass grave where the remains of the Grey Host are said to be interred. Probably knows more than the scholars. Find them and meet me back here.
I will meet you back here with the scholars.
Find the scholars, but try not to get eaten by anything.
I am the apex predator, city girl. So, do we go here or here? Head towards Evermore, I suppose. Here. Oh, the birthday jubilee event is still on, so let's break immersion a little bit and eat cake. Delightful. 2 event tickets earned. Yum. So now to find the scholars. a wall. Luckily, it's broken in many places.
You there. Come.
So, no fights here. Speak with Scar.
You don't look like a refugee. Are you a soldier from the garrison? What news of the Imperial attack?
Scar and Diane sent me to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison walls.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Cogleen and I intended to head straight for Evermore. But the cursed Imperials caught up with us. They would have captured us if not for that Pyre Watch warrior. Have you seen her? Is she alive?
I haven't. Scar and Diane said she was leading you toward Evermore.
She was, but we ran into Imperials. The Pyre Watch warrior distracted the soldiers and ordered me to flee. Then she took Cogleen and headed west. Please, find them. I worry for their safety.
I will find them. Go to Scarladiel's camp.
I will go to Scarladiel's camp now. We are most fortunate you came to our aid.
Alright, that is one Scar. Discovered,
return to
and then we
Scarladiel's camp. May
need to
tall
run
Papa
toward
guide your
this one.
steps.
I do hope we can pass through the mountains I think I saw on the map. Passing by resources because I don't feel like losing my shroud of mist here.
Over here!
Another Scar.
You're the first thing I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Oh, lovely. Are you with the garrison? Please, tell me you're here to rescue me.
Scar and Diel sent me to find you. She has a camp outside the garrison walls.
Oh, thanks, Dundar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When I tried to pass through the old graveyard, I ran into unspeakable horrors. Thought I was finished. I'll head back now. Oh, say, did you find that Pyre Watch warrior?
I haven't. Scar and Deuce said she left to find you.
When the Imperials came after us, she managed to distract them and ordered me to run to the graveyard. I think she headed for the Crypt of the Exiles. Oh, I hope she found shelter within. We owe her our lives. Please, will you go check on her?
I will check the Crypt of Exiles. Get to Scholar Diel's camp, please.
I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
So, we need to go to Crypt of the Exiles, which is a delve. Sure. Delves are fun and easy. To great places to, I want to say test your strength, but it's more like get an ego trip from being invincible. Well, fun places. Nevertheless, I suppose we will meet undead enemies. Oh, coffee. How fitting. We have a quest waiting for us. Bear orders from Knight Commander Verein, but we shan't pick that up today. Instead, we shall run toward our first Markarth. Also, I would like to get that sky shot. Which isn't here. I thought it was. Do I need to actually look at the map? Ugh. Ah, there you are. Trying to... Hey. Uncalled for. Sky shard collected, now we can continue toward our quest marker. Bow is a weapon I have never learned to master in this game. In Oblivion I was always a stealth archer, just like most of us, I guess.
Come forward, you godless mongrel.
Talk to Shalaria.
My apologies, Wayfarer. The shadows make it difficult to discern friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy. Perhaps Tuwaka has not forsaken me after all. What are you doing in this wretched place?
Scholar Diane sent me to find you and the scholars. She has a camp outside the garrison's walls.
It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? Did my efforts to lead the Imperials away allow them to get away?
I located scholars Coglin and Indus. I sent them to Diel's camp.
That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find myself surrounded by ancient undead. Let us speak outside. I will follow your lead. May Onsi guide your blade.
Follow me. We shall...
Lead on, Wayfarer.
I would like to... go and... slay the undead boss, but that's like a bit... It feels rude to take an innocent NPC to such huge battle, but then again... I think they'll manage. Oops. And then there was this again. I probably maybe should at some point. I don't need that. Clean my inventory a little bit. Dagger, I don't need that. Don't need that either. Don't need those. Don't need those. I am a hopeless hoarder. Okay.
Anything.
Wrong button.
Can I help you?
Concentrate. Ah. Enemies. Okay, merchant. Shoot. Now, concentrate. Boss, to be there. We did it, yay. Okay, now we can sprint to the exit or entrance, however you wish to name it. I'm guessing we're going this way. orders from the Knight Commander again, so we must be at the place where we entered.
Let us see the sky once more.
Through or from? Probably could be both. And then speak to Shalaria again.
I came to Bankurai Garrison seeking recruits for the Firewatch. Hunding help us, I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for shelter. I am grateful you saved the scholars. Now what can I do for you in return?
I'm looking for information about the Grey Host of the First Era.
The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Bankurai Garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. That story, unfortunately, is mired in legend.
So there's nothing you can tell me about how the Grey Host was defeated.
The true story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, we have never been able to determine.
There must be something you know that can help us understand the Grey Host.
I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum. But understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it. I can tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter.
We learned something similar. A Direni noble offered the survivor sanctuary.
A Direni noble? That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter the sanctuary. We never determined what that meant.
I need to tell my associate Gwendis about this. You should return to Scholar DL's camp.
I do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. But if you seek answers about the Grey Host, then may Mara bless your search.
Thank you and thank you. Now, where do we go? Back to the camp, I guess.
I will go check on the scholars at Deer's Cave. Thank you again, Wayfarer.
So, that was a fun delve, actually. I enjoyed that.
There you are.
Gwendis?
Good, you're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Firewatch warrior tell you about the Grey Host?
Shalaria said the historical record is incomplete concerning the details of the Grey Host.
I was afraid of that. So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Firewatch knows anything about the other details we learned. About the survivor and their connection to a Direni noble.
She confirmed there was a survivor, and they may have taken sanctuary in Viridian Watch.
That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Direni connection. Did you find out anything else I should know?
Apparently, the legend says the way to safety was only available to those worthy to receive it.
A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map. Now let's go before Scholar Deal tries to regale me with more tales of the Knights of St. Pallin.
I will meet you inside Viridian Watch, which is located here.
I'll meet you at Viridian Watch.
Is there actually a smarter way there? I will actually tell you a smarter way. In order to get to Viridian Watch super easily, go to Home Tours, preview or tour Forsaken Stronghold, and you will be able to exit from there. I'm not going to do that because that would force me to show you player names, and I'm trying not to. Oh, world boss. Can we? I must go with, of course we can. Should we use our vampire ultimate? I'm a bit uncertain, like, which enemy you should kill first. I think the Watcher actually might be more annoying or, like, dangerous. What's up? We did it! Hand up if you're surprised. And we also got a yellow anniversary jubilee present box.
Seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
So we need to cross this body of water. I'm a little bit iffy about there being like a lot of slaughterfish, but I'm just going to risk it. Dying in ESO isn't actually that big of a deal. It's just a revive and continue, or go to a wayshrine to continue type of a thing. Nothing really to worry about. And it seems there isn't fish in that water obstacle. Radiant Watch, another delve. Fun. Search for the Grey Host hideout.
Look. There's a sigil here. You see it too, right?
Right. Talk to Gwendis.
It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found anything.
So what now?
We follow the sigils to wherever they lead. The survivor of the battle at Bankerai Garrison must have seen these and used them as a guide to get wherever they were hidden. If we find that place, we'll find answers. Come on.
Let's go. So we
Another one.
follow
Keep
the
going
sigils and slay minor enemies on the way.
South here.
Oh.
Not that we have a choice.
Another sky shot. Do we really go here?
East. Down that tunnel.
The path was hidden a little bit. More enemies.
Let's go south. Up those steps.
Wrong weapon.
Let's go south. Up those steps.
South, up those steps.
East here. And down again.
Down? Did she say down? I think she did.
Aid me!
Another one, northeast around this corner.
Around the corner. Oh, that was.
Keep going straight.
The boss
I
is
think we're
down.
close.
Carnot the Generous. Taking a nap. Well, perhaps we can surprise him when we return.
This must be it. Now how to go about opening it.
Watch Gwendis. Watch closely.
That's done it. Let's check inside.
There's a hidden doorway. What do you know? Is that a safe box? No. Is and isn't. It is in safe box, yes, but not a notable one. Letter of welcome. To the all-powerful and illustrious Lord Rada al-Saran. I created this sanctuary to account for the unfortunate possibility of the battle going awry. Now, word has reached me of the Grey Host's defeat. I fear the worst has come to pass. Damn Stirkes' recklessness and his sickening echo. It is truly unjust that the man who brokered the deal with Molag Bal should be the downfall of a great order. If you are reading this, I know it must have been painful to fight tirelessly, only to watch your brothers and sisters fall around you. But you must survive. You will speak for those who have fallen. You must continue the legacy. I hope you did not have trouble locating the safe haven. I made sure to mark the way with magic blood sigils that only one of your distinction would be able to detect. There are healing poultices and bandages in case you were injured, and bound prisoners for when you need to feed. Know that you are protected here. No harm will come to you. I will check on this refuge in a few days, once it is safe to do so. I hope to find you well, and that my act of dedication to you and your cause reflects well upon me. I am ever your loyal servant, and should you choose to grace me with the gift of immortality, I shall spend eternity as Lady Thorn, in service to you as we rebuild what was lost. Your devoted servant, Lady Ingarian of Clan Diren.
Rada al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrid?
Exactly. Search the Grey Host hideout within 3 markers. And 1 points to the safe box. I know that. Ancient
Looks like he had
backpack.
quite the setup down here.
Bloody bandages. Ancient pouch.
I'm surprised that's lasted all
Ritual
this time.
chalice. Ancient lockbox.
Wait, what's that?
Locked
Let me
signet.
see it. I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make any sense.
Does it have something to do with the Grey Host?
I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? Damn it. I don't like where this is going.
What's wrong?
I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandas, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? That doesn't make any sense.
There has to be an explanation.
You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Ravenwatch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think.
So we can either first travel to the castle now, or look around the delve a bit more. Let's go now. I kinda wanted to kill the delve boss, but pretty. Also wanted to save a bit of
Over here.
time. Well, this is a really pretty place. Look at that dirty little puddle. Oh, I like this. I have this thing where I really like waterfalls, and this is a good one. Sure. Now, we need to meet Gwendis. There you are.
Good, you made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage.
Secret passage? But isn't this your castle?
Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandis, my friend, my mentor, and the leader of House Ravenwatch possesses a Grey Host signet. That disturbs me, and I'm not disturbed easily. I want to investigate this quietly, without attracting attention.
Can't you just ask Count Verandis where he got the signet?
I don't want to do that until I have more information. Verandis and I... Look, I'm not just going to run in there and hurl accusations at him, especially about something this serious. I want to figure this out before I confront him.
So, what do you want to do?
Verandis stores relics he's collected over the centuries in the castle's cellar. Always keeps the door locked tight. I trust Verandis, but I need to see what he's hiding. I hope this is all a misunderstanding, that I'm wrong about all this. We'll see.
Let's investigate the castle cellar.
This way. The door's over here.
But before we do, I require a coffee. I will be right back. Oh. You can watch the waterfall while I'm gone. I have returned. I am in the picture. Okay, now into the cellar we go. I hope Gwendis didn't run into trouble while she was left alone. No, she waited.
Watch out for vermin. We don't fumigate down here as often as we should.
Huh. Oh, is it spiders again? I don't like spiders. We must go, right? Eesh. Why is it always spiders? It's hard. Why? This way? I suppose this is the only way we can go. Eesh. Ravenwatch Castle. Climb. Ah, that was delightfully brief.
Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked. Give me a moment.
Kinda like the gargoyle statue.
Hurry now. Inside.
Another cellar.
See if you can find the signet. It must be in one of these crates or boxes.
Luckily, this one is free of spiders. So, examine armor.
Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe. open. Let's see what's inside.
So we just accidentally chose the thing that had the hidden door on our first try. Fine.
What is this place? Did Verandis use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you?
On the desk, we find a note titled, "To my dear friend." Verandis, I know that your ceaseless quest to appease and coddle the mortals takes a great deal of your time, but I must insist that you take a brief respite from your work to come visit the great castle we erected in your absence. It truly is magnificent. I firmly believe that when the peace we both seek is realized, Greyholm will stand among the wonders of the world. It will be a beacon of hope for our kind and the mortals who serve us. A grand reminder that anything is possible with hard work and vision. Your absence is felt here. The Great Council rules the Grey Host, but your seat at our table remains empty. Even Exarch Ulfra feels your loss, though she would never admit it. Come, my friend, visit us at Greyholm. I have restocked your laboratory with everything you could ever need. I have no doubt that you and Exarch Singales can complete your research there. I have drawn a map on the back of this letter to guide you to the island. Return to us, Verandis. Return to the Grey Council, to your family, and to your home. Your beloved brother, Radha Sarah.
That letter. What does it say? That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof that the man I trusted with my life was involved with the Grey Host.
This letter suggests Count Verandis was a member of the Grey Host.
What? Verandis? How could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. Why didn't he ever tell me? I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. No, there has to be more. What else does the letter say?
It mentions an island and a Grey Host castle. There's a map, too.
It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go. I refuse to believe Verandis was part of the Grey Host. There has to be more to this. Some piece of the puzzle that makes sense of everything. Are you still with me?
I will go with you to investigate the Grey Host castle.
Thank you. The cart's still waiting outside. We'll take it to the docks and travel by boat from there as we follow this map. Go on ahead. I want to take one more look around. Make sure we didn't miss anything.
I will meet you by the cart. I wonder if we can exit through a different door. Instead of like going through these spider-infested cellars again. Oh, we can. Check.
Have you heard that King Lelorian has returned? He's going to lead the Fighters Guild now.
We need to meet Gwendis by the cart, but I want to unlock that way shrine because who knows? I might want to return him someday, and when I do,
There's
I
trouble
will
in
be
Creshshade, but I'm not sure I'll find
angry
safe
with
haven in
myself
that place
if I
up there.
haven't found that. So now to the cart. But first we must speak with Gwendis.
I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone, and it won't get me the answers I need. Come on, let's go see what's on this secret island.
What do you think we will find on this secret island?
Answers, I hope.
Oh.
Look, I have to do this. I'm going to see this journey through, no matter what truth waits at the end. Let's just go. The sooner we get this over with, the better. First, however, take this.
Thank you.
You earned it. That letter we found.
So this
I can't
is a
believe Verandis was
two-parter.
part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until I learn the truth. The whole truth.
How exactly do we get to this secret island?
We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than you can say gore apple pie.
And what do we do when we get there?
Look around, and hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host. If not, then I suppose I want to find undeniable proof that my mentor was a monster. So, can we go now?
I am ready to travel to the Grey Host's island.
This still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada al-Saran of all people. At least there's a map. Let's find this damned island and finish this. The cart's waiting.
All right. Let's travel. I have been here before. But strangely, I have no memory of the previous part. I wonder if they have added it after I first played through the prologue quest. I can't remember.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada al-Saran and Verandis here, then I'm not sure where else to look.
How do you want to do this?
Well, it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there. I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps. And who knows what kind of wildlife lives here.
What kind of traps?
I don't know. Something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be careful. We won't learn anything about Verandis and the Grey Host if we go and get ourselves killed.
Let's go walk around the island. Subclasses. I haven't really gotten around to
What is that thing? Did it just pulse at
real
me?
ideas, but I would like to do something with necromancers.
Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. It pulsed as I approached it.
Do you think it's some kind of aim trap?
Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. I've seen something like this before, part of a ward. I think it responds to the presence of a vampire, like those sigils we saw.
So, what do we do with these crystals?
Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think I see a few more up ahead. I'll keep watch while you deal with the crystals.
I will try to deactivate the crystals. Starting with this one.
Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals.
There's one here and one here. I think we need to run around quite a bit. Let's start with this one. Or not. Do we need to go inside the tower? Yes, we do. Oh, don't I feel safe? Deactivate crystal.
You're pretty good at this.
And then we need to make our way to the second crystal. way there. There is a very clear path here. I think it would be smartest to just wait. I suppose we should have killed the gargoyle.
Good job. Let's find another ward crystal.
Another? Oh, there's one more there. Why didn't I notice that? Well, things could be worse. It could be so that we would have to kill all the enemies in our way, instead of just being able to sprint past them in an invisible manner. And we are not there. We'll get rid of the gargoyle once we return.
That was definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle.
And now we can go into the castle. Wraiths don't have a lot of hit points, but for some reason they're very annoying to kill. I try to avoid them as much
The way
as
looks
possible.
clear. Let's see if we can get inside. I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
This place truly is impressive. It's a shame we can't return here later.
This
After
place
we
must
have
have been impressive back in the day,
completed
but now
the
it's just
quest.
decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. How do you feel about trying something unconventional?
What do you mean, unconventional?
The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me.
How is his blood going to help us?
By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant.
Is a dream walk dangerous?
Dangerous? Not usually. The potion mixes alchemy and magic,
Not
Verandis'
usually.
own design. It lets the imbiber experience the memories of the person whose blood is added to the concoction. The potion is on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
I will drink the dream walk potion and find out what I can. So, let's drink this and be someone else.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word.
The castle looks cleaner now, those spiderwebs are gone, and we get to enjoy the full beauty of it.
It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you.
I'm no exarch, dear Faustine. I want nothing to do with grandiose titles or staircase arm.
Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting.
Where can I find Ulfra and Singalis?
Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you.
Alrighty. I hope you didn't hear my stomach howling. I am hungry. So now that we are someone else, the castle is a safe place and we meet no enemies here. Alfred?
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone.
You wanted to speak with me, Alfred.
When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane.
We were mortal once.
As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate.
All I suggest is that we live in peace with mortals. They outnumber us, after all.
The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hircine has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. Come back to your brothers and sisters.
I won't stop trying to convince you that my course is the correct one.
You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styric's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense.
They didn't seem that happy to see us. Now we need to continue to the other person who wanted to see us, Exarch Singalis. Containers are multiple, which makes sense. This is, after all, a dream.
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters.
The mortal I resurrected went mad to Singalis. The experiment failed.
Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself, to control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it.
One failure was more than enough. Even power such as you describe is not worth the cost.
Cost? Pah! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave?
We are not their gods, Zingalis. We are their equals.
How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed.
I hope you do succeed, Zingalis. And then we need to speak with Rada al-Saran. This way? Oh, that's pretty. Hmm. Cool.
Verandis, my friend. At long last.
Delightfully creepy.
How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for?
You have built a grand castle, old friend, but I must know, have you considered my request?
To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now?
Mortals are not as you remember them. Empress Hestra would make a fine ally.
What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not.
You can't continue to war against the mortals. There are simply too many of them.
For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves.
I believe in the Grey Council, not Styrke's Grey Host, and an alliance would protect us all.
Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times, drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe.
We have 3 options here. Let's go with this one. Why did you invite me here if you're unwilling to talk about this?
We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verandis. You belong here, among your brothers and sisters, not meandered in the tribulations of mortal life.
The dream didn't start with us ruling over mortals.
Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete until you returned. You belong
I spoke
here,
with Alfra and
Verandis.
Zingalis earlier.
Good.
Did I
You cannot
interrupt?
imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days, and I know Zingalis would love to discuss his experiments and research with you.
They don't understand the dream, Rada also.
They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them to make peace with mortals.
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
Mind Brandis' study. finding it is rather easy when you have quest markers to help you. Read Verandis's journal.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the dream walk potion and drink it.
Oh. We didn't need to read it. Read it. Only activate it. Where's potion right in front of our nose. I'm me again.
You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you all right?
I went to Verandis's study in the dream and tried to read his journal.
Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk. But did you say Verandis's study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host?
He was, and something called the Grey Council. But he wanted them to make peace with mortals.
Sounds like Verandis. That's why he founded the Ravenwatch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel?
No. He argued for an alliance with mortals. He truly wanted peace. Really big spider.
He didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time. That study of his, it might still be here. Can you lead me to it?
I can lead you to the study. So now I think we will get to read the journal. There are enemies here, but I think it's nicer to enjoy the
His scent lingers in this place.
benefits of being a vampire. Brandis's journal examine. I think this is a little bit too long to read.
Did you find the journal? What's it say?
Inventory full. Surprised.
The journal was still here? Amazing. What did it say?
Brandis attempted to resurrect humans and vampires using stone husks.
Let me see that. Huh. Ritual's simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy and too great a cost.
I think Singalis used his research to resurrect the Grey Host in Skyrim.
Right. Zingalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them. You know, when a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor, to Molag Bal. This may be our chance to get answers directly from a member of the Grey Council.
You want to pull a member of the Grey Council out of Cold Harbor?
Why not? They're evil. Who cares what the ritual does to them? We have to interrogate them and find some weakness. Some way to stop the Grey Host. Go downstairs and find the reliquary Verandis wrote about. Then meet me in the ritual chamber.
I will go get the reliquary.
Get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber.
So. The other left. That escalated rather quickly. Also, quest markers.
care to buy?
Must clear out inventory a bit.
Yes?
Also, vampire. Hungry. I don't have home-cooked dinners. So is this the correct path then? Let's try. It would seem so. And we see a clear marker here. Ouch, implant. Ancient chest. And inside we find the reliquary. And then we need to make our way to the ritual chamber. Which can be found downstairs. Complete the ritual.
That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual.
Light candles seems simple enough. One more.
Good. Now place the reliquary.
Place reliquary. Observe the ritual.
The ritual. It's working. Don't move, Exarch. We've got
Defeat
questions.
the Exarch.
So hungry.
Ah,
Fine. You want to fight? Let's do this.
wrong weapon. Goodness.
We just want to talk.
That's a bit better. We did it, yeah.
Wendish, what have you done?
Observe the
What are you
rhythm.
doing here?
Who do you think sealed this place, child? I came as soon as my wards were disturbed.
Verondis, you should have told me about the
He
Great
lives.
Council.
So you know, Wendish. Come, let us all speak outside.
Meet everyone outside. So vampires do not age, it seems. Verandis looks exactly like he did in the dream sequence, which happened many decades months ago, I think.
So you're the one who helped my ward Gwendis with her inquiries. If I had been completely honest with her, I could have saved you both the trouble. Please, accept my apologies.
Why didn't you tell Gwendis about being a member of the Grey Council?
That was the ancient past. There was no reason to mention my involvement with the Grey Host. I never imagined they would return. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, but to no avail.
I dreamwalked through your memories. I saw what you said to him and the others.
You saw? Then know that I regret not trying harder. If I pushed, could I have averted the war? I suppose we'll never know. Regardless, Gwendis informs me that Rada al-Saran may be alive, and somehow the Grey Host has returned to threaten our world.
So what happens now?
Now I take up the mantle of what you and Gwendis started. We must find out what this revived Grey Host plans, and devise a way to stop them. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will continue to aid us.
I will be ready when you call. Speak with
I
Gwendis.
started looking for information about the Grey Host and discovered that my mentor had a hand in their creation. Verandis may have kept his past a secret, but at least we know he opposed their plans for conquest. He wasn't a part of their war.
Verandis has promised to help you find out more about the Grey Host and their current plans.
I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret, but we'll work it out, eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him, that he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch.
So you're going to work with him on this?
Of course. There's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can, and once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do.
Anything else I can help with at that moment?
Take this, my friend. You earned
Thank
it.
you.
For helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, and for discovering the true connection between Verandis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you.
And this completes the prologue quest for Markarth, an area also known as Village. And to that place we shall venture out into next week. For now, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return next Thursday at 2 p.m. to start the zone story for The Reach, and before that, we might do something else together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Ta.